Hi Jane, hello viewers of my Hifi channel. Today I'm going to start off by being more succinct and more time conscious. So today, instead of rambling on for, as it was yesterday, 12 minutes,
Phew.
I'm going to set the alarm for 5 minutes, and then I'll know that I can go over 1 or 2 minutes beyond that when it goes off as a buzzer. So I made a few little notes about what to say today. Less rambling, more succinct. Yes, done that. 7 minutes goal. The reason for me not doing any editing on these videos is because we have had a lesson, haven't we?
Yes.
And but we haven't actually done it yet, have we?
No.
But we will do, won't we?
Maybe.
Well, okay, yeah, okay. Well, the thing about this is that because I'm not doing any editing, I can do it really quickly, and it doesn't really interrupt the rest of the day. And you've got lots of things to do with your art, and I've got lots of things to do with my writing, and I've got my next book coming out at the end of April, and I've still got loads of work to do to it. So I need to get on with that because the book launch is already, booked.
Won't write itself.
Yeah. So today I'm just going to talk very briefly. Oh, by the way, I've realised I'm called a small creator on YouTube.
Oh.
That's my title, small
I wonder
creator.
what I am then. A small camera person.
No, but you're quite tall, so you're quite a tall camera creator person. Right, so today I'm going to just talk about my accessories that I keep here. Okay, and yes, you can take a little look at them. This is my little shelf that I was thinking about. I'm going to put a tuner
I call
onto
it the messy shelf.
Yeah, it is actually. You're right. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with, first of all, although this is not an accessory, this is my miniature record player, made by somebody locally, and she's even made little tiny...
Are you going to mention her, Neil?
Jane
Woodham.
Jane Woodham, yes. And she also made recently, for my Christmas present from you, my little typewriter. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? So, yeah, and the record, look, there's even a little tiny record inside. And I showed it to somebody once and they said, does it play? Of course it doesn't, but it looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my first accessory. A lot of the other accessories that I've got here are either to do with cleaning, excuse me, or the record player. To do with the record player, somebody suggested, and this somebody is a guy called Russell, who I'm going to be meeting next week to go and see his system, which I'm really excited about. He suggested that I needed to get one of these to go on the record player, because he's saying that on my transcriptors, the record doesn't sit evenly on these. But I disagree. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I've bought one of these, and that just goes on there. The record goes on there. There's even like a little indentation there to allow for the thickness of the label.
Very clever.
It is. But the trouble is, you have to adjust, because of the thickness of that, you've got to adjust the height of the arm. And the arm that I've got is in case anybody's interested in knowing, it's a Roxanne uni-pivot tone arm, a NEMA. And to make that work properly, if I increase the height of where the record sits, the arm also has to go up, and it's called the vertical tracking angle, VTA. And for that, to adjust that, I need a tiny Allen key, which I can use to adjust there. I haven't got round to it yet, so I've been carrying on using the records without using that. But I think I'm going to try it and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that my ears aren't going to hear any difference anyway, but I'll give it a go. So that's one accessory. Another accessory is to use a weight. That came with the tone arm. And I started to use it, but I don't really think I don't really think it does any good. The old thing stopped.
And it hasn't gone off.
It hasn't gone off. It's not. It's not.
Failed.
We failed at the first hurdle.
Or you stopped ticking anyway.
I've always stopped ticking. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to use that. It doesn't seem to do much good, and I'm a bit worried in case the extra weight is going to put too much strain on the belt. And this is one of my other accessories, that in here I keep a load of belts for the turntable. Special belts that have to be a certain size, and I got these from transcriptors. Another accessory is oil that I use, little tiny drops, well, a drop of oil, not even a drop, just a little tiny bit of oil on my finger that I put onto the bearing that's inside. Anyway, that's that. I don't know how long we've got.
You're up to 6 minutes.
Right, okay. Another very vital accessory is a torch, so that I can go around the back and sort out all the wires. And sometimes when I'm just looking here, but I like to have the light. That's another accessory that's very useful. And there's another YouTube. This is going to be my last thing that I say, okay? There's another YouTube video person that I watch called the United States of Analog. A guy called Bob Forcheska, I think his name is. And he suggested, which I thought was great, and you might remember, Jane, when we were in France and we went to the Monoprix.
Yes.
And what was I looking for?
A makeup brush.
Yes, which is a brilliant idea. So you don't use it for your makeup. Well, I don't use makeup anyway, but...
That's what you said.
But it's just so that you can finely dust down the turntable or the arm without causing any damage. And it's perfect. It's really good for that. So thanks, Bob, for that tip. And last but not least is this. I used to have one since the 70s.
I remember my dad having one of those.
Yeah, and the one that I kept from my dad, well, actually, I think that was my dad's as well. But over the years, it got broken, and I've always wanted to get another one, but they don't make them anymore. And I found one on eBay about 3 months ago, I think it was, and I just didn't care how much it was. In the end, it cost, I think, about £25, and I really like it. Just goes on there like that, and the brush there makes the what do you call it? The pad keep into the right position on the record. Really lovely. I do like that a lot. And finally, I know I said the last thing was final, but this is really final. This is my baby's hairbrush. So sometimes I clean my records under the sink, under the tap, which I know some people are going to go, that's terrible, you shouldn't do that. But I just use this very gently with some washing up liquid, only a tiny, tiny bit. And it does the trick. It does work. I don't need a £500 record cleaning machine. Maybe I do, but I'm not going to get one.
With your ears?
Yeah, with my ears, yeah. So I think we've done quite well today, haven't we? Kept it nice and short, nice and succinct. And thanks, Jane, again for doing this video. Thanks to everybody for watching. I had somebody from Calcutta message me yesterday who watched the video, and it's just amazing. Anyway, so thanks ever so much to everybody, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1...